Anderson story where a little duck is born in a farmyard to a duck gives birth to
Oh.
many, many little ducks,
Hmm.
and one of them is very ugly and born very late. And everyone in the farmyard teases that duck. And so finally, that duck goes off because he can't stand it anymore. He's going to find his own way. And he goes through many trials in the original story, even getting frozen in a pond. But eventually, he makes it to a pond where he can have some peace and quiet on his own. And he sees swans fly down. And he says, "Oh, wow, those are the most beautiful creatures I've ever beheld." And he shies away from them. And they swim right up to him and say, "Wow, welcome, brother. Welcome to our pond. It's great to see you." And he looks down at the lake and sees that he himself is also a very handsome swan, that he's grown up into his own and kind of found his flow in life. And so it's it's something about finding your own feathers, finding your own way in life and in this practice, that I just want to find and explore all these different birds, all these different ways that architects are practicing and serving clients, because I think it's a full aviary
Oh
of,
yeah, I think so.
methods. And I think it's fun with flow that it's finding those strengths that everyone on your team has and really encouraging them and strengthening them to move forward with them. And so you're forging this path for your own flock of swans and ducklings and whatever else comes your way. And so that's really exciting to see. And I don't know if that's too weird, but
No, it was perfect, Katie. It was
okay.
awesome. It was awesome. I gotta get that book now.
Yeah.
But it is true. It is true. I relate a lot with that story, and I relate a lot. It's a process of self-discovery, really. At the end of the day, right? What really matters to you, and and we dabble around in life, right? We really, just like the dog was probably lost and stuff like that. We think we know. You know, you're a teenager. You think you know everything, or maybe you think you don't know anything, and then as you go through life, you're like, oh wow, and the setbacks and the mistakes that you make, literally mistakes, dummy little mistakes you make along the way, that then teach you, wait a minute, like I think you refine it. It's like playing music. You just really like speaking, blah 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 blah, and then his words come out, right? And then the work, it just looks beautiful. Sometimes I close my eyes and think that's where the flow comes from, of designing and being on a stage of pure joy, like happiness. So you're like, oh my gosh, it's happened.